Hey, what's going on, guys? This is TerrenceRe, and got something special for you today. Got the weekend market report. Something I'm gonna start doing on a regular basis. Try to anyway. Right? You get these videos every Saturday. We'll go over what happened during the week, and then get a setup for the next week. All right. So basically, we had a lot going on. From stemming from the banking crisis or non-crisis, depending on who you're listening to. We got the 25 point basis interest rate hike, and it really didn't do a whole lot for the market. It was expected. I think going into it, there was already like a 80, I think it was like a 80 to 85% probability of what the Fed was going to do. And they did the safe thing, right? Whether you agree with it or not. Not gonna really argue that point. Doesn't matter to me, right? We just want to be able to trade whatever happens. We want to be able to make money, whether the market going up or the market's going down, and that's what I try to provide. That's what I talk about. Different ways to do that. So without further ado, let's get to some stocks and some charts. We're gonna talk about some stuff that I am trading and what's on my watch list. Let's take a look at Square. I want to pull up Square first, right? Now, I hadn't been trading Square in particular, but it did come on the radar this week. Hindenburg Research. I think that they published they published some information on Square and Jack Dorsey, and that information caused the stock to go down, right? And they also have a short position in the stock, or excuse me, not. It used to be Square. It still has SQ as the ticker symbol, but it's named Block now, right? So right here, you can look and see if you're just looking at this, it's been awful. It's been getting, wore out. And then over here, we got a large gap down, right? On what was that, Thursday on the 23rd, I think, when the piece came out. Now, let's pull up. I already got it charted up for you guys. So let's pull up. We're going to put my indicators on. Boom. Then we're going to put my drawings on. I already got targets. Now, I'm not in Square currently. I am bearish on this stock. But as you can see, it has hit a support level right here. You got a gap from back in November. And you can see the market came right here and it wicked, right? Now you can see on the way down, every level was hit. It came down, hit the 100, 161, and you can see it wicked, acted as support here. And now we're right here at the 2618. Now there's no guarantee that it's gonna go down and hit these other ones. Um, I will stay bearish this stock though. With it gapping down like this, you could see a pullback into this area. If I were going to trade this, I would be waiting on a pullback up into the 1618 area right here. Right, you want to see a pullback into here, and then I would try to get short then, right? Or if you don't want to get directional, now you can see that the MACD is below the zero line and it's accelerating to the downside, and it's not quite oversold. So this is a tricky one to trade. Has an IV rank of 45. So if you wanted to, let's say, put a neutral position on, the premium is juicy here. Let's go to the trade tab and let's look at what we could do possibly, right? I give a couple options. I would stay at the 27-day mark. Got a $9 expected move. So if I was going to do something here, you want to do something naked, you can sell the expected move. You can come all the way down here to the 16 delta, collect about a buck, collect a buck 14 there. Come on the call side and maybe try to collect a buck here, sell the 18 delta. And you can see, You're going to take in about 214 in premium. That's going to give you a 70% pop with a probability of 50%, 91% of getting half of that. So basically, what the system is saying is that you have a 90% chance of making $1.07. So instead of holding this to expiration, you hold this until it decays enough and take 50% out of the premium. So when you collect in the 214, buy it back for 107, you got a 90% chance of getting that. Your break evens are past the standard deviation. So this dotted line right here is one standard deviation. You can see the green line, that's your profit zone. Right here that I'm going up and down with the arrow. So what that's telling you is that your profit zone is outside of one standard deviation. And it already had a big move. So that's something I actually like that trade right there. Now, if that's two, it's gonna margin you $1,360 if you don't want that much margin. I would say if you want to do a defined risk, maybe come in, sell to 70. So you sell the 24 delta right there. Maybe sell. I probably would keep that 16 delta on the downside. But let's say you didn't. Yeah, I would probably keep that. Keep that right there. Just bring the call side up by the 75. By the 45 right here. Now we put wings on it. Now we got an iron condor, $5 wide. You're only going to be margin 372. You're going to take in 128 in premium. Now your probability of profit went down and your probability of 50% went down, but it's still, the odds are still in your favor, basically, or the probabilities are still in your favor. And you got to define risk trade. That is an example of something that you could do. Or like I said, I'll probably wait till it pulls back up into around this area if I get that, and then short it. It may not even pull back. It just may keep going to the downside. Next stock up that I wanted to talk about is IWM. If you've been paying attention to the channel, I've been on IWM. These levels been here, right down there around the 2618. Look at it. And you can see when it came down here and got around this area, I've been calling out 168. I've been calling it out on Twitter. I've been posting it on the members tab, the community tab. It's posting the chart. So you see it came down here, touch, and then we got a little support and it rallied up. Now, I don't think that this is the end of the down move for IWM, but what I do think generally when you get around that 2618, it's either going to turn and go up all the way and that be it, or it's going to drift a little bit, and then before it makes this down, it goes down further. So I actually like neutral trade in this area. Same thing I would do if I wanted to put something on here. I would probably do iron condor, but I would probably because it is an ETF and I'm going to do defined risk, I'm going to come out 55 days. I want to be 50 to 90 days, get more duration. I like more duration on iron condors, and you can come out here and do, depends on how much risk you want to take. Excuse me. So right here, I sold the 17 delta, bought the 9 delta on the call side, $5 wide. Sold the 16 delta, bought the 11 delta, $5 wide on the put side. So we're taking in 122 in premium. Probability of profit is 67%. Probability of 50% profit is 83%. Boom. We outside of the TastyTrade expected move. This little ruler, right? This is a expected move that TastyTrade comes up with themselves based on option pricing. I know they use the at the money strikes, and then they go out a couple strikes, and they come up with their own expected move, right? Which is pretty accurate from some of the studies that I've seen the network do. And so you're already out. So now if you want to take on a little bit more risk, move it in, come closer. take in more premium. You can come in, take more of a risk, still keep it at $5 wide, collect some more premium. Look at that. Now you can see your probability of profit changes, but you collect more premium. And this is a slightly bearish trade because you can see the delta is a -3. So it's a slightly bearish trade. If you wanted to make it more neutral, let's see, you could just move it around. You see that my delta is changing. If we want to get this close to a, a 0 delta. Now look, we're right there at a 0 delta, taking in 122. We just moved the call spread side up, and there we have it. So let's see. Let's take a look at. I also want to take a look at Coinbase received some they are having issues with the SEC, and that's why they gap down. Crypto is having problems all around. I'm not a crypto hater and I'm not a crypto maximalist, right? I could care less, to be honest with you. I just want to trade. So I don't, people will argue with you. I honestly don't think crypto, in my opinion, it may be better than the current financial system that we have, but it's not the answer, in my opinion, because I don't control it. And just go off on a tangent real quick. You don't you if the people who have the most money now own the most cryptos, period. And people who have the most money now own the most crypto. So if you got more money now, because you take your dollars, if you're rich in dollars, you take your dollars and you go buy some Bitcoin, which is trading right around, I don't know what's the price right now. 27,000. We'll just 27.7. Let's just get a rough estimate. We'll just call it 28,000 for one coin. So if I'm already a millionaire in fiat, I can go and buy 10, 20 coins and it won't cost me, it won't even set me back. So the average person can't afford one coin. So what difference do it make? And you don't produce the coins. You don't control the web that is traded on. You don't control the electricity that you need to spend. You don't control the cards. You got the wallets. You have no control over that at all. Now, I'm a gold guy. Just in my own personal opinion, man don't control gold. He don't make it. Gold it's fermented in the earth. Just like oil. Now you may mine it physically to go get it, but it comes from the earth. Gold, oil, copper, any precious metal, like a natural resource that comes from the earth. Now if they peg these coins to these resources, then maybe you got something. But other than that, it's just another way for somebody to manipulate. And they say you can't manipulate it, but every time you look around, you got a new coin, and then somebody running away on fraud, and you got to catch them. You got just as much fraud in the crypto world as you got in the fiat world. They just caught, I don't know, what's the guy's name, Doquan or something like that. I think they caught him trying to get to Dubai or somewhere in the UAE, trying to flee. And they, just Google it. He running away. It's to me, I trade it. I'm not against it. I just don't care. I don't think you're getting a better system um, than fiat, because the people themselves still don't control it. Not the ones at the bottom. But anyway, let's talk about coin. We got the chart pulled up. That's my little tangent. You can comment on it. If you disagree with me, it's fine. That's what, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Now, coin, I actually have a trade on in coin. Let's see. You can see I already have levels for it. Now I'm banking on coin taking out these highs right here and going up around the 95 level. And what I did was I put on a broken wing butterfly. You can see it right here. I actually put that on yesterday before the market closed. Paid 115 for it. Let's go to the option tab. Got 27 days on it. Bought the 68. Bought one of the 68, sold two of the 73, and bought one of the 76. So it's a broken wing instead of a even butterfly. And I'm just taking a bet on that it's going to get up around the 73 level and hang around there. Now, the reason why I broke the wing is if it runs through that level, then that's fine. I'll continue to make money on the upside. So let's go to the analysis tab so you can see what that looks like. Now, this is, you guys can see, that's not what I want. Let's look at it like this. Now you can see, obviously I make the most money if it stays in the right here at 73 around expiration. So the longer time goes on and it hangs around this area, it's better for me. But if it runs through this area, you can see I continue to make money as it goes to the upside. Look at that little box in the top right hand corner of the screen. You can see the P&L going up. So I continue to make money if it goes up and blows through it. If it just kind of lingers around, I make money as long as it doesn't come down below the 68 level. And I got 27 days on that. So that's a trade that I am currently in right now. I put that on Friday. Next chart that I want to take a look at is JP Morgan. The bank sector is in trouble. Don't let them tell you no different. I don't care what they say. I know they're in trouble now. I've been saying if JP Morgan took out this low right here, what did I say? I said the next level down would be right around 120. We're coming for that level. At least I think anyway. And I placed my own money on that we're going down to that level. I sold a call spread on Friday. That call spread, let's take a look at it. I took off a trade on Friday in JP Morgan that I had on. I had bought a condor. I just closed it out and it was a small winner. Let's see. I sold the credit spread. Let's see. Sold it for 130. Is that what? Let me see. Trying to see because I got a couple trades on here. You'll see where I closed out. This is where I closed out the condor. And then just going through the chains, then you see I got a vertical right here. I actually took in 144 bucks. So I sold a $5 wide. Premium I took in was 144. Let's go look at the option table. And you can see I just need the market to go down or stay where it's at. If we go to the option table, I'm right around here at 27 days. You can see I sold the 30, bought the 35. I like those $5 wides. So, that's right there in my, at my sweet spot. And right here, sold right now it's showing a 34 delta, buying the 18 delta. And we just want the market, just taking a bet that the market's going to continue to go down or stay right in the area where it's at. Now, if I do, let's talk about ways of defending this position if I take some heat. Because we could always come and it could come up and start challenging my short strike at 130. And you may be saying, well, what are the ways that you can defend this position? If I come up, next week when the market opens up and I see the market testing this short position around 130, what I will then do, once it gets to about, well, you already need to have in your mind, if you're a roller or you're going to sit with it, roller or closer, what are you going to be? When you got to know that when you put the trade on. I'm a roller. So if it gets up to right around 129, 130, I'll buy this back, sell this. So basically enroll this position. We'll go out. Instead of being 27 days, I'll come out probably 55 days. And then maybe do something like sell the 130, buy the 135. Right now, I would pick up $44 in credit. So it would increase my credit that I have. And it would give me more time to be correct. So that's what I'll do to defend that position if it comes up, if I have to. Let's go. Got another stock I want to look at. Let's look. I put this trade on as well. NVDA. Let's look at NVIDIA. You guys may think I'm crazy for this one, but you got to look at it. Look at NVIDIA. Now let's take everything off and look at NVIDIA. Let's hide the indicators. I'm gonna right click. Let's hide the drawing. Now look at that. If you're just looking at this stock, you got up, back, up, and up a lot. You know, we got to move from October down around 110 all the way up now to around 270. You due for something. We due for a pullback at some point, right? This is a nice head and shoulders too if you're looking at it. See, you got your head right here, shoulder or neckline, shoulder, neckline. It even pulled up right here, then pulled back and retested, and then took off. So I'm just banking on now what I'm gonna do is show you the indicators, and you can see that it's right at 70 on the RSI. It's right, it just hit overbought, and then you see the MACD beginning to slow down, so that's your momentum beginning to change over. And actually, on Thursday was overbought, and you see it starting to pull back and break below the overbought line on the RSI. So with that being said, I came in and sold a short call. We can pull it at 27 days as well. Same thing. So the 282 and a half, bought the 287 and a half. Took in 160 in credit. Now, I'm going to pull up the levels I have on here. I'm going to show is more intraday. I came in, and let me tell you what I did here. So from my Fibonacci retracement from this low to this high, let's look at it on the intraday on the 30-minute. Now you can see it clearly. So what it did was, and one of the reasons why I use the 30-minute order hourly, but the 30-minute I like it because the market opens up at 9:30, so you got that first 30 minutes. So if it started at 9, a lot of times I still use the hourly sometimes, but I like the 30-minute before that particular reason. You see it pull down and pull back. Now let's drop down and let's look at the 5-minute. I got a nice bear flag on Friday, and which prompted me to come in and then get short a position. Now I still got room up to the upside on the highs. I got room on the my short strike, and I got levels down here to where I think it can get to. So I may even do some intraday trading next week. Market open up on NVIDIA and they gap down. I could see myself maybe buying a put or something like that just to trade it, just to do a little intraday trading. You know, sometimes you can come in here and buy maybe a short put for that day and just try to take advantage of a nice move to the downside. Be careful though. These are expensive options. You don't want to lose the whole value of there's a little art to trading intraday options and knowing which delta to buy. So be careful with that if you decide to do that. Also, let's get back to. I got one more for you guys. Those are all the actual levels that I have. I do want to talk about the expected move for the week. So let's pull up the SPX. And I'll show you guys real quick before I go to the SPX when I was talking about options and intraday trading, I'll show you a trade that I did on Friday. I actually did this before the market opened. Did it in the futures market. I was looking at this. I actually couldn't sleep Friday. Woke up middle of the night, right? Looked at my monitor. Got in the future market on the micro E-mini S&P 500. Once I got that bear flag, I bought a put. Bought a put over here for 11.50. Sold it. Maybe you can look at the times. Bought it at 5:09. Sold out of it at 5:54 in the morning. So I didn't even hold it a whole hour. Made almost $50 on it. I think it was like 40 something. Just a little quick little trade. Just something to do. Because I got up when I was up early and I was like, man, let me go check out the market. Seen the setup. And I ain't risk a lot. Like, let me buy a put in the options market. Boom. Bought that put. Made a little quick little scalpy. Just something to do. And that's something similar to what I would do in the video if I seen the same type of setup, which I do see the same type of setup. It just hadn't hit the 1618 level yet. So now let's get back to the SPX. If you guys don't have an account open with TastyTrade, you tripping. Best platform in the world. All right, you can see I got my expected move markers up for the week. Let's go look at take a look at the option tab. So March 31st, I like to use the weeklies. You can see for 6 days out, we got almost, let's just call this $85 expected move for Friday. Not a big, that's not a big expected move. I like to see 100. Anytime you get 100 plus, you know you rocking and rolling. But that doesn't mean we still can't get some wild swings. And here go your levels to the upside. You can see that this upside line. So this line basically is $85 up. And then this red one is $85 down. You can see this runs right into some resistance right here at this level. So and you say, well, what's the point of having these? It kind of lets me know what the volatility, what's priced in for the week. So we don't have a real big move priced in for the week, kind of like a average move. And if I get the market, let's say the market gaps up and hits this level, then I'm looking for some resistance up here. So that would make me look at other stocks to try to get short. You come down here, I'm looking for support at that point because option traders trade around these levels. You'll see a lot of trade around those levels. You tend to see a lot of action, a lot of volume be around these levels. You see how you got thousands of options traded right out here, and then you come up here, you got 49,000 right here, 4065. That's a lot. So somebody's sitting there probably, shorting right here, right? Maybe selling calls right around this area. So I expect to see some resistance at that area. And so that's why I gauge that every week. And so every time I do this, whenever I do this video on the weekend, you guys will get to see my expected move for the week. Hey guys, hit that like button and subscribe button if you got anything out of this. And also, if like the trades that I was showing you guys that I'm in. Now I hit a lot of singles. Just to let you guys know, this is a small account, and I do this to show these trades on my YouTube channel, right? And so to show people that you can have a small account to 2,000 to 2,500 and start out with for the year, and then you can make a little money with that and build your account up. And it's possible taking singles. Like I hit a lot of singles. Hit lows. You seen the trade I showed you. It's like $40, right? And I take small trades, and that's pretty much my MO. Just to show you guys, I'm not blowing smoke. right now, if you think about it, on a $2,000 account, roughly I'm up 528 on the year. That's my P&L year to date. So I'm not just blowing smoke. Um, check my targets. You guys can see if you're watching the videos and I'm giving you Fibonacci levels and going through it, it's legit. So right now I'm up, and in 3 months, almost done with the third month will be over next week. And we're that's what, 25% on the account. So basically, if I continue to keep this up, we could double this account. If I can do that all year, we double the account. We'll take it from 2,000 to 4,000, right? That's 25% profit. So I just put that out there. I normally don't show my P&L, but just did it just to show you guys. And that's this one. I manage my 401k as well. So, and I do some different type of trading in there. So, hey, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Your boy get busy for real. I'm out. Peace.